Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Football Manager 2024 as we continue our road to Glory 1 with FARSLEY CELTIC in the Premier League. Been a little bit of a mixed bag of results over the last few games, but we are in position, it is in our control, to determine whether or not we make the Champions League. I'm actually not convinced that we want to be in the Champions League next year. I would probably be very satisfied if we just made it back down to the the Europa League or the European Conference League or whatever it's called. So we'll see, but let's get right into the episode and I'll show you what we're talking about. All right, as you can see, we are currently in 4th place on 65 points. So we're in 4th place because of goal differential over Arsenal right now. So I told you goal differential was going to make a difference, and it sure is right now. But yeah, I'm not sure this is where we want to be. I don't think we're ready for the Champions League. I don't think we'll make it very far. But if we did make the Champions League, we should get some good transfer money from the board some way, somehow next year. So can't complain too much. But here's how we got here. You guys saw the West Ham lost Norwich win. We then beat Aston Villa in the Premier League. Awesome. Which in retrospect, maybe I wish we had flip-flopped these, because it would have been awesome to make it to the FA Cup final, and I would have been perfectly fine with being, down there in 6th, 7th place. So it is what it is. We're not going to complain too much, obviously. Charlie Knights, Yaroslav picking up goals in that one. Then, of course, we did lose to Aston Villa by only a single goal in the FA Cup semifinal. That's okay. We'll get back there someday. We then just most recently beat Southampton by a goal. Very, very, very late goals. 95th minute and 97th minute from Knights and Manrique, respectively. Then somehow, unexplainably, we lost against Crystal Palace. No, we didn't even have a shot in this game against Crystal Palace. I don't have an explanation. I don't know what happened. It's one of those games. We'll just shake it off and move forward. The last two games, though, are very pointable games. Watford, 15th. Nottingham Forest, 10th. Last time we played Watford, we drew. Last time we played Nottingham Forest, we drew. So, I mean, we definitely think we can get at least 2 points. I would love to at least get 4 points. But it's possible we might need a full 6 if we actually do truly want to stay in 4th place. Again, I have mixed feelings about that. I did want to show you one guy. I forgot to show you to him before. We did get us a new youngster on our squad. Is he on the under 18s? Yeah, O'Brien. Dermot O'Brien here. He came through our youth system, and he's already potentially worth as much as 25 to 32 million bucks. Gotta love it, right? Our first true youth system potential player, 15 years of age. Obviously, we wouldn't ever play him as a full wing back. We want him to train as a left back here. 1.5-star credibility and 5-star potential. Pretty awesome to see that from one of our own homegrown players. So hopefully he turns into something that would be awesome. Even if all we did is we ever sell him on, it would still be pretty awesome. All right, let's get into today's game. Here's the team we're bringing today. We got Hamdani and Go, Ivazian on the left, Saris on the right, Safin and Garba in the middle, JJ and Aygun ahead of them, Yaroslav on that left wing, Manrique on the right, Knights coming in as the shadow striker today. Rodriguez been struggling a little bit, and Ripa, despite the fact that Ripa has also been struggling lately, he comes in here as our striker today. I will point out something. Ripa has 15 goals on 20 shots this season. Holland has 20 goals, so only 5 more goals on 50 shots this season. So Ripa is a much more efficient goal scorer than Holland is, and they have almost identical shots per 90 minutes. So Ripa's just played less, essentially, is what it comes down to. So I'm feeling really good about Ripa for the future, is all I'm saying. Let's put it that way. We do have Friday coming back from his injury. Actually, we might actually be able to see him in the final game of the season, which would be huge, because I thought his injury was going to knock him out for the entire season. But let's get into this and hope we can figure out how to win. I'd like to at least win one of these last 2 games, for sure. I think we're going to need at least a win to guarantee that we stay in, the top 7. And I'm assuming that the 7th place will get some sort of European slot. It doesn't always happen that way, but it's possible it won't happen again this year, but I'm hoping for that. If not, I think we definitely need a win to get at least 6 as well. So let's get something here, guys. Corner kick coming in here for Watford. Good save by Hamdani. Highlights continue. Garber with the ball. Gets it up to Suarez. Suarez pushing the ball up. He's got Ripa ahead of him. He's going to get to Knights. Knights going to get it through to Ripa. Ripa should be on sides here, and he finishes it. What a goal from Ripa. I mean, the guy is going to be incredible. Going to be incredible. He's already incredible, and he's just still very young, and he's got his prime years ahead of him. I like Huber. Ripa's just looking like he's going to be better. I sure hope Ripa doesn't have a release clause. I haven't actually looked. JJ gets it up. Ripa's there. Heads it forward to Suarez. Oh, so close. I do think that was offsides, though. Oh, my goodness. Come on, guys. Giving away a stupid goal on the other end. I mean, we don't have a chance. I was going to say, we don't have a chance to get, make it up into third place. So, just fighting for fourth. Arsenal currently losing to Norwich. What in the world is going on with that? Where's Newcastle? Newcastle plays later today against Man City. Okay. Man City doesn't have much to play for, I don't think. I didn't see who's in second place, how far behind they are. Man City is on 85 points right now. They're next level above even where we're at. We might be in fourth place. They're a tier above us still, which is crazy to think about. Ivazian with the good header. Come on, guys. Nope, nope, nope. Not good, not good. It's a home game for us, guys. Our fans have been cheering you on all season long. They've been cheering you on since the Vanarama National League. Let's treat them right here. Or not, you know, let's not treat them right. Who wants to do something for our fans? Nobody. Forget them. What are they good for? Man City is, or sorry, Man United is close, but not close enough to matter. So, yeah. Man City might not even play their starting guys for all we know. Throw him out. Let's get him out of there. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to go very attacking now because... Wait, did they get him men down? Yeah, they got him men down. Okay, I didn't see him actually. Him off the list, but he is off the list now. We'll go ahead and put the pressure on. Ivazian throwing it in. Sorry. Oh, Suarez. Come on, buddy. Harbour with the throw in. Gets it into Knights. Get it inside. There we go. Sefin. Third goal of the season for him. Gets us back to a draw. Again, I'd like to get a win in one of these two games. I feel like the Watford game at home is our best chance to get a win. But Watford obviously playing pretty well today, actually. Has Watford got anything to play for today? Other than bragging rights? No. They're not going to get down in relegation or anything like that. Enrique... Not quite there, buddy. Not quite there. I feel like we've had a lot of corner kick goals lately. Oh, Yaroslav. It'll be interesting to see who we're going to keep going into next year and who we're going to rotate around. We've got a lot of good players like in the wings. Some of the players we've been playing this year, I mean, they're playing good, playing okay, you know, but, you know, we still want to kind of start pushing towards the best of the best of the best. So anybody that just doesn't have quite the potential we're looking for might just be sliding off that list. We'll see. Oh my goodness. Oh, Ripa, how do you miss that, buddy? How do you miss that? It's alright. Oh, Yaroslav's getting pretty tired. He might have gotten injured, actually. Was he the one that got taken down by the guy on the red card? He might have been. Oh, nice. So close. Got lucky on that one. Might be outsides. No, we're good. Garba, he gets it over to Agun. It bounces off this dude. Rip is there waiting for it and does get it directly the rest of the way in. So I was going to say, I thought he was offsides. We didn't get it called, but I thought he was offsides. Suarez with a throw and Rip it with the ball. Up to JJ. JJ to Suarez. Come on, guys. Keep going. Nice. Good go from Knights. These are the goals. These are the plays. They're going to help you or help me determine who's sticking around next year. You guys are all playing for spots for next year, guys. Come on. Let's see it. Let's keep it going. Knights. He was my backup for a while. He was almost a defensive midfielder at the beginning of the season, and I decided to swap him as backup for attacking midfielder. And then he played while Rodriguez was out on international leave, and Knights has just shown that he probably deserves to stick around. All right, we can probably go back down to attacking. I kind of forgot we were still very attacking, I'll be honest. Okay, we're going to bring Yaroslav out. Actually, we don't have anybody that can play on the left, do we? That's a shame. We'll bring Motorsport over the other side. That's going to be fine. We're up enough that it doesn't really matter. Let's give Moreno a spot in. He came in to help settle Manrique. Manrique's played pretty well, so give Moreno a couple starts here or a couple plays here at the end. And we'll go with that for now. Garbo will probably swap out here in a moment. Crazy thing is, I know we have some really good players that have basically had no playtime this year. And it's like, man, I mean, how good would they been? Did we make the right decision? I mean, I guess we made the right decision. We're in 4th place, right? Like, it's hard to judge who we played too harshly given how it has all worked out. But guys like Saka hasn't gotten a ton of game time. I would like to have seen him play a little bit more because I think he's got some good potential, but you know, kind of is what it is. You got to bring in some guys on the bench because you never know who's going to get injured, but at the same time, you can't guarantee all those guys play time. You really just need good, sound, foundational players to sit on the bench who aren't going to be mad that they're not getting game time, but are ready to jump in, like good 3-star players. 3-star players sitting on the bench, you can depend on anytime you've got to bring them in. That's really the perfect solution there. I don't actually know who I want to swap out here. I really don't know. I was just going to bring out Knights or Ripa, but honestly, they're playing well and they deserve to stick it out. I guess we'll bring out Vazian out for a little while. It's fine. Really no wrong choice there, to be honest. Saka, coming on, get him a goal. Good job, buddy. I'm happy to see it. Proud of you. Oh, come on, guys. Probably need to do a better job of any guys that are not getting a lot of game time that are sitting like on the, not even on the bench, but like below that, kind of making sure that they're available for the under 21 squad more often. Just to make sure that they're getting some field play, right? Although we don't want to risk injuring them, we don't want to tire them out too much, but just to keep them fit, really. Thank you, Ripa. Thank you, Ripa. Good job, Knights. I mean, seriously, dude. You've only got 4-star potential, but you're looking solid. Hard to call. I don't know. I just don't know. Normally, I've been swapping out the guy. I mean, 4-star is not bad, obviously. There's nothing wrong with 4-star potential. All right, we're going to go ahead and bring you guys back for the final game of the season against, who is it? Nottingham Forest, who's currently in 9th. They don't have anything to play for, it looks like. They're not going to be able to swing their way into 7th. Oh, we did drop it down to 7th. So, yeah, I thought 7th would get a spot. And so it does look like 7th did get a spot ultimately. But anyway, we'll be right back. All right, we're back for the final game of the season against Nottingham Forest. I don't think I made any changes to the team at all from what we did in the last game. Did bring Ray onto the bench and Josh onto the bench. But other than that, that is it. Let's go. Got a lot to play for here, guys. This is, even though I don't think we're ready for the Champions League, it does mean more money in the transfers, more money in the bank account for finishing higher in the Premier League. Lots of good stuff can come from this. More reputation. Players that will either want to stay because we are in the Champions League or want to join us because we're in the Champions League. There's a lot that good that can come even if we don't survive very long in the Champions League, right? A lot of things that can help us set us up for getting back in the Champions League next year when presumably we're better equipped, right? So there's nothing wrong with being in the Champions League. I do think we're going to get pretty beat up. Although I'm granted they did play a lot of their subs, but we have beat Man City this year. We have beat Man United. We've beaten all the big teams in England, and England is effectively the best of the best, right? So we know we can beat all of these teams, so maybe we can beat some of the European squads too. Who knows? Gotta get past Nottingham Forest here first, though. Oh, there we go. I thought we had it. And we did get it in the end. Safin with the goal. For being a squad that struggled in the relegation zone for a big chunk of the last year, I mean, my first goal was don't even touch the relegation zone this year. Done. Second goal, have a positive goal differential. Done. And then third goal was be in the top half of the league. And that was a stretch goal, honestly. If those other two had happened and we hadn't been top 10, I still would have been pretty happy. And obviously we have overachieved on all three of those, quite frankly. It's been an extremely good season. Other than stuff like that. Can we still stay in fourth if we tie? I think so, because we got the goal differential. I'm pretty sure we can. Garba with the throw-in. Suarez back to Garba. Garba over to Ivazian. Suarez. Trying. Oh, free kick. Okay, I thought it was going to be a penalty. Yeah, I don't think Arsenal's making up a 7-point goal differential. I think if Newcastle wins, though, which I'm assuming they're losing right now. No, they're drawing. So maybe it won't matter. Yeah, if they start winning, they only get 2 more points. They're on 68. Okay. Well, if I'm looking at all this right, even a draw is good enough for us. A loss will not be, though. Now, a loss will still be good enough for us to get Euros, right? I think the lowest we can drop is 5th place right now, from what I looked at earlier. It's really just 4th or 5th. Draw or win gets us 4th, it looks like. A loss gets us 5th. I mean, both of those are extremely good positions, right? It'd be a little sad to end the season on a loss, but we can still do some good stuff with it. My Enrique, my goodness. So glad we picked him up as well. Let's move it right here. Ducks outside, boom. Looking good. Looking real good. It's possible we might need to solve our goalkeeper stuff because we've seen some really terrible goal shots make it through. But we've got a youngster who looks like it could be better than Hamdani in the wings that we can bring in potentially. So I have him out on loan, so I don't know exactly how he's developed on loan. But he was looking pretty good. I'm not giving up on Hamdani yet. Just something to think about. Ripa not played especially well today, so let's go ahead and bring in Huber for this last game, see if we can get us some chance. Let's bring in Josh for Yaroslav. And we'll go with that. Kovacevic is retiring at the end of the season, by the way, so we will not have him as a backup. So we either need to figure out who's our primary, let the other one be the backup, or if both of them are too good for either of them to be backup, right? We might have to bring in another player to be backup. All right, Ivazian can come out for Lawal. Anybody else we just want to see? I'd like to see more Morera. Make some determinations about him. 16 shots, 8 on target. Only 2 goals, though. It's kind of rough, but, you know, it is what it is. And last person in, I think we've seen enough of Rodriguez. Have we seen enough of Ray? I don't know. You know what, Arroyo, I really like Arroyo a lot. I'd like him to get some more game time. Actually, Arroyo can play on the right in place of Suarez, and I am actually okay with that. I don't think I've ever played him there, but bring him in for this game here at this point. Actually, it looks like if we draw, Arsenal will pass us. So they must have been drawing earlier or something, because they're tied on points with us. We've got the goal differential. Igun over to Arroyo. Arroyo, come on, buddy. He didn't start Huber. Let's get Huber a goal. There we go. I told you, Huber needs a goal. And what do we think of Huber? Is he been replaced by Ripa? Is he still going to be part of our kind of combo pack? You know, where they each kind of get... I mean, they both got over 10 goals this season. So combined, you know, they're on 26, 27, something like that, I think. So, I mean, that's not bad for a partnership there. I do feel like at some point we're going to have to decide who's kind of long-term our future. Oh, don't give him an easy one here, guys. All right, give her. Oh, come on, guys. Danny's just 6.4. That's terrible. We've got 3 goals against their goalkeeper, and he's got a higher average rating because he's stopped 7 of them. And Danny has let the one and only goal that's been shot at him on target through. There we go, guys. 4th place. What an incredible, incredible season. Unexpected. I would have been happy in 7th. I would have been happy top 10. Honestly. So that was an incredible end there. That's like winning the championship for us right there. Getting into the Champions League. That is massive. Qualify for the Champions League. Okay, what kind of budgets do you guys think? I'm thinking 60 mil. Like, are we... If they give us less than 60 mil, then they don't expect us to do it. Like, it's got to be close to 60 mil, right? 44. Okay. It is less than 60 mil. But it's not less than 60. I was thinking... When I said less than 60 mil, I was thinking maybe like 20 mil. If they give us like 20 mil, then I'd be pretty disappointed. We can work with 44.5. Honestly, I could turn 44.5 into 60 very quickly, if not more. The Conference League place goes to the league. That is the 7th place finish. Aston Villa, Newcastle's in the Europa Conference League as well. Arsenal makes the Europa League itself, and then we are one of the 4 teams in the Champions League. Crazy, crazy, crazy. 32.8 for finishing in 4th place. Paid out some good bonuses. Yeah. Good season. Good season. What are we going to do, guys? I mean, obviously, guys like Davidson, he's out the door, right? How much did we pay for Davidson? 3.6 mil. Okay, that's not bad. If we could sell him for 3.6 plus, if we could sell him for 5 mil, you know, something like that. Happy with that. Fleet. He started once and had 1 sub. We never really saw anything for this guy. We had other players that felt like they were playing just fine. We paid 22.5 for this guy and just never played him. We could flip him for 30, 30 mil. Or even if we break even on this guy, no harm, no foul, we move on with our lives. Obviously a guy like Gemistos, we're hoping for the future. Kind of keep him around. I mean, he didn't really play much this year. We need to get him out on loan unless he's going to be able to be he could be homegrown at club, so he might be the kind of guy we need to just keep around and figure out how to get some game time for. Josh didn't really want to be here. So do we... and we do have to worry about homegrown at club going into next year. I just forgot about that. We do have to worry about homegrown at club. Honestly, Josh is probably the type of player that we can move on. I don't think I'd have any concerns about moving Josh on. Rodriguez, I'd like to keep him around if he can work something out. Yaroslav can be homegrown at club. Arroyo can be homegrown at club. We'd like to keep those two guys. Garba is already homegrown at club. He's got to stick around basically forever at this point. Morera's homegrown at Nation. I'd be okay with losing him, to be honest. Ray's not going to be homegrown at anything. He plays 6.82. It's not terrible. But if we can get 40 mil for this guy, how much did we pay for him? If we get... Ray's the kind of guy that we've got to flip for a huge profit so that we can turn that money into somebody else. JJ is already trained in Nation. I think we keep this guy around. I think he's worth growing, see what he can do. Saka, if he was homegrown at club or could be homegrown at club, he would be the type of player that could just sit on the bench and we'd just, be dependable, like I just talked about. Good, solid 3-star player that's dependable, rotate in as needed, but really he's just kind of a bench player. At nothing, he's not going to be trained on anything other than Nation, which we don't really, I think we're going to have plenty of trained in Nation guys. How much did we pay for this guy? 12.5. So we might take a loss on him. But honestly, at the end of the day, that's fine. He never really played much. Three starts, 9 subs. I mean, 6.83 is not terrible, but he's just not going to be the guy for the future for us. Manrique, we like him. Wish he'd be homegrown at club, but we liked him and he played well enough. Lawal's going to be the type of guy we're going to keep around, homegrown at club in next year. So yeah, a lot of these homegrown at club guys, they're going to be very important to keep around going into the Champions League play, right? Moreno, obviously we know he was just here to make Manrique happy. So he can stick around until he retires for I don't care what happens to him. Ayegun is only a 3-star potential player now. Oh, wow. Again, if Ayegun could be homegrown at club, he'd be the type of player I would consider just sitting on the bench and be happy with. He's never going to be homegrown at club. So I don't know if we keep him. Now, if we can get 30 mil for this guy, who we paid 6.25 mil, we spin that into another player that's got more potential that will someday be homegrown at club. Hamdani, 6.91 overall. Okay, so we were being a little bit harsher at the end there. We'll see. Obviously, Kovacevic's going to be leaving. I don't know why I'm going through all these. I had such a good season. I just kind of don't want to stop. So that's why I'm looking at it. Mun's trained at club. Mun's is the type of player that if he wants a job, we're going to keep paying him a little bit of money to stick around. He can play defensive right. He can play defensive mid. He's not... We know he can play, right? 6.97 on 1 appearance, 3 subs. That's not a lot, right? But he's not complaining. He's getting paid money to sit, at home, sometimes come out and show up when people get injured. And when he does show up, he's actually okay. So I think Munz is the type of guy that we'll keep around as long as we can. If he someday wants to move, then fine. We're not going to complain. But homegrown at club, we got to... 2 stars is not great, but don't get me wrong. It's not amazing, but it's good enough to sit as a backup option that's not going to complain about it. Safin, obviously, we'd love to keep him around forever if we can, even though he's not going to be trained at club. Luka Jones. Again, if he was trained at club, he'd be a perfect player to sit on the bench. He's not going to be. How much did we pay for this guy? 425K. We can sell him for 10 mil. We're happy with that profit. Huber's trained at club. Okay, that's a good reason why Huber has to stick around forever, essentially. Even if he becomes a backup striker for us, just that homegrown at club is just going to be too good for us. Suarez, again, he's not homegrown at club. He's not a bad player. He's never going to be an amazing player for us, though. We got him for 2.3 mil. He's going to be another player that if we can flip him for a little bit of profit, I'm actually going to be okay with that. And then I can spend that 10 mil on another wonder kid that, is just going to sit on the bench just like Suarez is, but also potentially have more long-term potential in the long run. I love that fact that Ivazian could be homegrown at club. We bought this guy for less than 100K. It's insane. Less than 90K. And obviously he is one of the best young players in the world right now, which is insane. And then we got Friday. Friday is one of the few trained in Nation players that we obviously want to keep around if we can. He's got the potential. He's played insanely well. He was injured for a big chunk of this year, but he's obviously going to be good. We liked him if he'll be willing to stick around. We'll see. And then finally, Ripa. Ripa's the big giant question mark, right? We know he can play. 17 goals on 25 starts, 2 assists. We know this guy can play. He's a fast, pacey, high acceleration, high agility, good finishing player. Like it's hard to justify any sort of losing this guy at all. We got him for 5.75 mil. What a steal. If somebody came in for him like high on the transfer value, let's say somebody came in for him 40 mil. I probably couldn't say no to 40 mil, but I think, you know, if they're just, you know, 30 mil, like on the low end of this, I think we at least keep him for another year, see how he develops. We like this guy. And he looks like he trains well. He's playing well. I think we keep this guy around for another year for sure. Okay. There we go. That's kind of a little bit of a rundown of some stuff. There's obviously some guys here that we definitely want to try and look at moving on. We've already got some guys coming in that, you know, could be decent. We don't know. We've also got some guys on our development center down here on the under 19s or under 21s and under 19s. For example, Videglia or Videgla, there's no I, could be better than Hamdani. Love to see this guy continue to develop. Honestly, Hogg could be a really good player someday for all we know. He's already trained at club too. Hughes doesn't look bad, but he's not really the type of player. Like if we can get 8 mil for this dude, we'd probably move him on. We definitely take a look at this list. Anybody that's up in the mills, we can consider moving on. And then finally, if we look at the under 18s, this youngster here, it's insane. Already worth so much money. That's just free money. We just got, just showed up. Somebody said, hey, y'all, I heard you like money. Here's 25 to 32 mil just for free. Even this guy, Tunicliffe, which we picked up recently. Did he come through our system? Or did we bring him in? He came through our system too. Tunicliffe. What's the deal with these left backs? I mean, he hasn't quite developed yet, but he's only 16 years of age, and he looks like he could be something someday. So it'll be good to see. I'm excited. I'm having fun. Don't we have a good youth system? Don't we? Haven't I like focused on that? Excellent youth facilities, excellent training facilities, top corporate facilities. Youth level 2. I think there's one more level, right? Is it one's the highest, two's the next, or is it? I got it backwards. I think it's that way. We got fairly basic youth recruitment, but we've got exceptional academy coaching. Like we have developed a system here that sets us up for being a good long-term club. Our biggest downfalls are the fact that our capacity in our stadium is tiny, and then stuff like that. We could try to improve a lot of this stuff. Network. We don't care about any of this stuff, but yeah, we'll take a look at it. Go to the end of the season. Next episode will be the end of season review and the transfer special, which again, end of series review, as you normally go for a lot of stuff that I just went over, but we'll make it a quick jump right into the transfer window in the next end of season review itself. And but it's an amazing season. I'm happy. Hopefully you guys are as well. I think this season deserves a thumbs up. And we'll see how next season, if we can improve next season. And improving on next season would be, honestly, I don't even need to improve. Just get back to the Champions League again. We make it back to the Champions League in back-to-back seasons. It's great to me. Honestly, I'm happy with that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.